Hello, everyone. My name is Ankur. I've been at Solana for 2.5 years. I was like one of the first people hired for Solana Mobile to build the phone. Been there for a very long time. Like in crypto, 2.5 years is like almost 20 years of experience. Like seriously. So I'm going to talk about like mobile phone, what we have. I'm going to talk about Saga. I'm going to talk about Seeker. Seeker is the product name for the next smartphone, and some of the features that we are building for Seeker exclusively. So let's talk about Saga and Seeker. So the very first thing is both these devices are pure Android devices. They don't have any bloatware. They just have like very simple UI. I'm sure like the first 20,000 phones that sold out. Thank you, Bonk. If you're here, thank you again. So one of the very cool feature about Saga is that it comes with its own app store, the DApp store. And it's completely decentralized. Everything that lives on it is an NFT. Your app is an NFT. Your publisher is an NFT. The releases that go out periodically are NFTs. They self-update, and the developers don't have to do much to maintain, like, oh, what if the users don't update the app, and so on. Then we have the Seed Vault. And the very cool thing I'm going to talk about is the Seed Vault wallet that we are building for Seeker. Then we have the very special project. I'm going to say it for the last time. Like the very special project, Unhub. Unhub would give users the opportunity to earn money with the phone. And I'm going to go more into details about that. And then on a technical level, like building for Seeker or building for Saga is building for all Android phones, just that there are special things for Seeker that we don't charge you 30% commission. And you can get started like right now. So about Saga, 20,000 phones all sold out. There are not many. I have 5 of them, sorry. For those who ordered 167 phones in one single order and only got one, I'm really sorry. Yeah, we had like people who, we had like, in one night, we had 24,000 orders, and our Shopify inventory was not up to date. And we did not even produce 24,000 phones, and we had to like cancel orders at the very last moment. And that all happened like within 2 nights. And there was a few people who got like very enthusiastic ordering the phone. And this one guy ordered 167 phones in one single order, and we had to cancel all of those. But anyways, we are taking pre-orders for Seeker. I'm not going to be the salesman, but like basically you can go to solanamobile.com and pre-order one for yourself, like right now. And then what I'm going to talk about is the community aspect of the phone. Like 145,000 pre-orders at $500. And you can already see a large community that you can reach for your own DApp without much effort. Like, for example, I'm going to talk about like Google Play Store and Apple App Store and how they charge like 30% commission for every single transaction that you do. We don't do that. We don't believe in charging commissions. We are a fee-free app store. Like, imagine that for me to having to charge user $1. Let's say I'm selling a product for $1. I need to basically mark up my product to $1.43 if I'm not talking about $1 to 70 cents. But if I actually wanted to sell my product, or if I wanted to make $1, I need to mark the product to $1.43. That's a 43% markup on every single product that you, as a developer, or your consumers need to pay Apple and Google to get anything done on an iPhone or a Pixel or a Samsung or any such device, not on Solana phone, not on Saga, not on Seeker. All single transaction is directly between you and your consumer. Whether it's a credit card transaction and you pay your credit card processor 3% fee, but that's not coming to us. That's between you, your consumer, and your credit card processor. Or you are taking stable coins, you are taking Sol, or we are also not chain agnostic. We are not chain restrictive, as in we don't say that, oh, you are an Ethereum-based product, so you can't be on dApp Store. Our dApp Store is truly free for everyone to list their apps, even if you are on Bitcoin, Ethereum, Coinbase, anything. So what is dApp Store? Truly crypto-friendly policies. We don't restrict like Apple Apple has a policy where they are basically saying that even if you are doing a transaction and your validator gets like, let's say 2 cents of fee, Apple is like, we want 30% of that 2-cent fee. That's literally not possible. And there are no good crypto policies for both Apple and Google stores. So we don't do that. We are truly zero fees. The only fee that you pay is when you mint the NFT to publish, but that's just like a few cents, and you don't pay it to us, you pay it on the chain. And then you can also burn and get the Metaplex fees back. So we have a crypto native user base. So that's like 145,000 Seeker devices that are going to ship next year and 20,000 Saga devices. So a very large customer base. 100 plus dApps already listed on dApp Store. And these dApps are like of wide variety. I'm going to show you a few examples. We have app categories of DeFi. There's Bonk. There is plenty of other DeFi apps. We have NFTs, we have Mintyfresh. Mintyfresh is one of Solana Mobile's demo app, which is basically you take a photo and mint an NFT. And we have tons of game. Honeyland is there. It's one of the most amazing games built. And it's it's purely on Solana. All the assets are Solana assets. And it's a true masterpiece in games. Then we have like all the features that you can think of that the store gives you, like ratings, reviews, you have search functionality, you can look up like what I have installed, what is trending. We do the categorization for you, and then as a developer, you can get there to get a head start. And at this point, I'm going to ask like, how many of you are developers? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 30%. How many of you are web developers or have developed for web? Almost all the developers have raised their hand. Any mobile developers here? Okay, so that's where I'm going to come to my next topic in a while about like how we can get you from being a web app to a mobile app. And how dApp Store and Solana can help you. But before I do that, I'm going to talk about Seed Vault Wallet. So Seed Vault, if you know or if you don't know, is basically hardware wallet built into the phone, and that's not connected to the OS. So it's on its own secure layer. And building on top of that, we are going to ship a Seed Vault wallet that's powered by Solflare. And it'll have like amazing features that you can see on the screenshot of the actual phone. This is one of the renders for the phone. I have one that I'm not supposed to show you. But basically, there is a fingerprint sensor on the side. And every single transaction, you can just like hold the phone and do tap, tap, and done. You don't have to like go through the whole complex process of like, oh, let me pull out my ledger, connect it, enter the PIN, like with their scroll system, like whatever the 2-button system is. type in my 8-digit password, and then blah, 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 blah. It doesn't work. Like when people ask like, when is retail coming? When is retail coming? For retail to come, it has to be intuitive. It has to be mobile. There is like 83% of the world population, like that's almost like 6 billion people, have a phone. I'm not saying everyone is going to be on blockchain or everyone has a mobile connectivity, but you can imagine that even if 10% of those users are onboarded onto crypto, we can go from where we are to like 20x, like in no time, like or 100x. The same example, like I'm not going to open my laptop every time I'm going to send $10 to my friend and be like, oh, let me bring out my hardware wallet, or let me open the Chrome browser to send $10. It's not very easy to use, and it's not very friendly. So that's where the Seed Vault wallet and Seed Vault comes in very handy, where we are putting the technology in the hands and making it really very intuitive for the user, how the dApps connect to the wallet, how the transactions are processed, what are the balance changes, and really showing you the simulation of what would happen if you approve this transaction without asking you for too many passwords and too many flows. It'll be literally 2 clicks, and that's all. The very next feature, rewards tracker. So this is something that's close to heart for a lot of people who have been ordering the phone. We are pretty sure like 145,000 people did not order the phone because they had $500 lying around. They ordered the phone because they expect to make money out of it. How they are going to make money out of it, I don't know. But I'm not allowed to say. But whether it's meme tokens, or whether it's Deepin, or whether it's Helium Mobile, and you are doing mapping rewards, but basically, we have a whole variety of Deepin apps. Let me count. Hive Mapper, Helium Mobile, Grass, Uprock, there is UR Network. UR Network, by the way, is a VPN built on Solana. And you can connect to like a bunch of different countries. You can also provide and earn money. And there is a whole variety of apps that are giving you passive earning opportunities. And I mean passive in a sense, it's not like staking where you have like a lot of money and you bought like 100 souls and then you are like, oh, let me go to Marinade and then earn 7% yield. It's not like that. You are not investing any of your own money. You are providing bandwidth for Grass, or you are providing bandwidth for your network or Uprock, or you are doing road mapping for Helium, sorry, not for Helium, for Natex, or you are doing mobile network connectivity test for Helium, and you are making money. So how are we going to help? We are building a new product, which is the rewards tracker, not the final name. It'll have a cool name, but it's the reward tracker. And it lets you connect to all the different providers where you have the earning opportunity. And it tells you like what you can do to make certain amount of money. And maybe for US users, it's not a big deal that you are earning like $10, $20 a week or a month. But imagine like billions of people living in other part of the world where $10 is a lot of money. For them, like doing certain tasks like sharing their bandwidth, they're not even actually doing anything. They are just installing the app, logging in, connecting their Solana wallet, and leaving the phone aside. And that's it. That's all they have to do to earn money. So a rewards tracker is going to accumulate all the rewards that you're getting. We are also going to promote different developers in this section where the users can learn about like different DeFi opportunities or different earning opportunities with all these apps. So that's the reward tracker. Next up, trusted web activities and PWAs. So for our web developers, you guys know about PWAs? It's basically like web apps with certain features. What about TWAs? It's basically a wrapper around your web page, and it lets you install your app as an APK on the phone, and you are not limited to Chrome browser or Safari browser anymore. And let me show you how. So I have this really very cool demo from a pwabuilder.com. I here have webboard.app. I just entered the URL that, let's say this is my website, and I want to convert this into an APK or something for like App Store, like an app. And I'm just scrolling around, like not really doing much, and that's it. I just entered the URL. And at the top, there is packages for different store. I can download for Google Play Store, I can download for iPhone, I can download for Windows. And this is not something we built. This is something that Google Chrome came up with. And then Microsoft improved on it. And there are two resources over there, pwabuilder.com, and then Google Chrome Labs has Bubble Wrap. They basically do the same thing, which is take your PWAs and convert into TWAs. And TWAs are basically APKs or whatever is the installation format for exe file for Windows or for Mac and for, so here I downloaded one of the sample apps, and this is the resources that it's generated. And the only thing I want to care about is like webboard.apk, and that's what I'm going to publish to Solana Mobile. And you can see on the right, like there's on the top, there is like an X, and there is like webboard.app and all of that. You can make it go away. Basically, there is another resource generated over there, which is assetlinks.json, which basically tells you that, oh, I own this website, and I'm going to upload this website, this assetlinks.json onto my backend, and that's all I have to do. And that top app bar is going to go away. And this is your true certified app that Chrome trusts you, and Chrome does the signature verification, and Chrome is responsible for matching it to your backend. That you are the publisher, you own the backend, you own the website, and this is the app that you generated, and that's it. And since I don't own webboard.app, there is the top app bar. And it's really that simple. It took me like literally 15 seconds to generate an APK from a PWA. So all the web developers who are here, and they, like, if I think from perspective of a startup, you are like 2 people startup, 3 people startup, you don't really have expertise in like Android development. You don't want to overspend your resources in different fields. Like I have one backend developer, I don't want to spend him on like building the web platform. I don't want to spend him building an Android backend, and then I also don't want an Android developer to build a front end. You should just focus on one thing and let the tools handle the rest for you. And that is trusted web activities. So that's almost all of what I had to talk about. I still have like 9 minutes, but if you want to get in touch, this is the link to our Discord, and then I have a link to developer resources here, but I'll go back to this. Oops. I'm not sure. This one, okay. So grab a role on our Discord under App Store channel. If you want to publish, get in touch, talk to me. If you have any question, happy to answer. Thank you.